Have
There's
this
not
or
one.
no discovery scanner, go scan the nav beacon.
Gotta catch them all.
Jumping in. I think.
Or maybe there's just gonna be like one
Oh.
giant fuck you to explorers or something.
Somebody just like accidentally like nosebutt it.
Whoa.
I just watched an eagle nosebutt it.
There's a lot of ships.
Mm-hmm.
Is a data link scan? We need something else to read it?
A lot of people that brought in the speed couriers, speed builds, you can grab them unmolested. Nobody will really stop you.
Yep, this is definitely intel. I think Ron, Corson, and Sue were probably enough just to give us the intel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
it
one
was
of them made
stated
it,
that
we would
only
have
one.
the intel.
We won.
Woohoo!
Thing is
Totally don't
around
know
system somewhere.
which one I've scanned and one not. Damn.
I'm just going in system nav order.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna do that too.
And remember what planets you go to, because I mean they're each near a specific planetary
Mhm.
body.
Yep. And that planetary body has been listed. Also, they will show up if you scan the nav beacon.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Wait,
Scanning
oh,
the
yeah,
beacon now.
I think I
Scanned
saw a
or
post on this.
Today I learned those things actually have a use.
Yeah.
Yes,
Actually,
they are. Dude,
for the
it's-
longest time, even I didn't know that they had a use.
Well, I think for the longest time they actually didn't have the use.
It's weird for me because I'll
Yeah,
like
the scanning the nav beacon is a new thing, relatively new.
By
like even
scanning,
when
you
you
just,
like do a
like,
general
target
ping with the discovery scanner, you won't necessarily get all the bodies
Yeah.
listed.
They can
Well,
be a
if
bit
you-
risky if you're carrying cargo, though.
Yeah.
Like scan means just like target it and point
Jump
at
to
it. Right?
normal space or drop to normal space, go up to said navigation beacon, lock
Oh,
it,
yeah,
and
just
you'll
be
start
an
scanning it.
Okay.
You
An
do have to
instance in
target the
normal space.
white spot on the radar, though. That targeting the nav part won't work.
Right, you
The
have to
yellow
target the actual physical beacon.
Yep. Okay, going silent for a second. I have to deal with some children. And by children, I mean my own this time.
The younglings?
Yep.
Future commanders, that's the best term.
Yeah, I like that.
Did someone say Order 66 earlier? I don't know if we can trust them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'm stuck in a Doctor Who zone.
Someone confirm that it scanning worked.
It's just text, but it sure worth it.
Yeah, I've scanned 5 now. They're just text.
If
Well,
I'm
at least it's
multi-crew,
intel.
and my pilot scans the listening post, do I get fucked too?
No idea, but do you want to risk it?
Honestly, do you think FT would have implemented some of? Let's be honest here.
Whoa, you got a point there.
Even if they implement it, what are the chances that it would actually work?
Exactly.
What are they gonna do? Make it like when power play first came out, you get interdicted every 20 seconds?
Yeah, and what are
Oh,
they
God,
gonna
I
do?
hope
Send
And when
them-
engineers come out
That's
and
gonna be
pieces
it.
of super ships,
Who here would honestly be afraid of getting interdicted by an NPC?
NPC
be
with
afraid, but I'd be
infinite
fucking
insta
annoyed.
reload.
But
Yeah,
what,
it's
I mean, at the
start
start of engineers,
and there may be other
NPCs.
consequences to it
The
as well
big
beyond
hole.
just interdictions.
The big hall? Oh, the meal tickets. I'm a
Yeah.
meal ticket.
All that tasty cargo.
Now, I'm hearing from somebody
Would we
that
paste
there's
the
also
data now?
stuff in Reort. Is that confirmed or is that just a rumor?
Please,
I believe it's
repeat.
official.
It's official because it came from Drew.
So there's 2 systems with listening posts in them?
No, one system with 7 listening
Yeah.
posts.
No, Drew's Twitter says there's something in Reort too.
Yeah. It says another listing post apparently. So there might be another set over there.
Alright.
Oh, so there might be 3 total, but Salome probably had the important intel.
Oh,
You never
shit.
know,
it was my
really.
understanding that it would get released even if only one of them made it. So
That's true. That was said that the information or story revealed would be equal to 1 or 4 making it.
And not to mention that the news doesn't make any sense to one of them doesn't mean that the information isn't going to be valid.
And do we have any confirmation on what access?
You cut out. What's that? You cut out.
Oh, do we have any confirmation on what the?
Cut out again.
Cut out again.
But you're asking if
Exactly
there's
the
any
same spot too.
You're asking if there's any consequences for gathering this data. If that's what you're
Yes.
asking, we have no idea other than there mechanically is risk that we gather by knowing this information, and that's all we know so far.
Well, who doesn't like a challenge?
Bring on the risk.
It needs more challenge anyway.
Yeah. Elite.
More
It
not
brings
dangerous.
more. It brings more life into the game. Let's put it that way.
Especially as the name Ragazza is not canon at this point. Well, I guess it is now.
Isn't ragazza Italian for dirty?
Ragazzi means
It's
boys.
an important plot from the Ulite saga, Drew's previous books, which obviously don't quite fit with the ED universe.
Well, if Rax was a portal to Drew's other books.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe only
Here comes that
anthropomorphic
Lovecraftian
dolphins can
spin
use
we've
Rax.
all been waiting for.
Who knows?
In B4, Thargoids are ruled by Cthulhu.
Oh, not again.
In before crab people.
Attempting to instance into the 3E listing posts, the drop is taking quite some time.
Yeah, there is a lot of ships at each one.
Yeah, I found getting
Yeah.
back into normal space Super Cruise quite slow as well.
Today I learned Thargoids.
Well, if you
usually
drop
crabs.
like I did, I went back into normal for this. Just that it doesn't have the headaches. Or put back into solo for it.
Boring.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather get the info.
3 listing posts down. Ready to go.
I got 3 of them so far.
I'm just about to do number 7.
Wow,
There is
fast.
so much disruptive mass at each one.
I
Is
got
it just
3,
like-
but I don't know which one I scanned and which not. So
Is it in orbit of the planet or is it?
No,
scan
I
it-
worked my
it-
way out from the start.
I don't think it lets you scan it twice. So
Just stack up the risk like 18
if you
times.
if you don't get any information, then you probably already scanned it.
yeah, that's not the problem. It's the problem is you have to fly there and you've been there.
That's like the whole point of like. Have you not had fun with engineers yet?
Fly in space.
I'm not a kind of explorer, so I'm more enjoying the loading sequence between jumps.
These are certainly interesting reads so far. Not sure what it's trying
Are you
to
referring to
allude
Reddit
yet.
or are you
There's
referring to the
aliens coming.
beacons?
I'm referring to the listening posts. I am not going on Reddit for probably the next 7 days.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a little bit salty out there. Surprised any
Think about
life
some
can
water.
thrive over there.
I think it might be referring to basically an Illuminati-like organization so far, at least
That?
from what I'm reading.
Or maybe
Illuminati.
Sounds like
Possibly the
Thargoids.
Dark Wheel, but the Dark Wheel isn't really Illuminati-like, are they?
so.
And
They,
it never struck me as that.
I have
They
another
are?
question.
Like,
The Guardians patch. Was it ever decided what the Guardians actually are or aren't?
No.
supposedly peaceful Thargoids. Supposedly,
Hey,
some
Lamau.
people pointed to that. But there's no evidence for that.
Not
is there?
Thargoid, I think is official.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
not Thargoid, it's a separate species.
And to make sure I have my timeline right, Salome had her trial, escaped the ship that was carrying her, and how long was she gone for? Disappeared?
Months. 4 months, 5 months, I think, not long.
And then she
Not
comes
long.
back. She makes a public appearance again out of 46 Eridani.
Does anyone know if the Col 70 sector's not permit locked anymore?
It's still permit locked. I saw it on my way in there.
I can't target the listening post, so
You are not worthy.
apparently not. Maybe if I ram it hard enough in my shieldless ass.
Oh, guys.
What? Yes?
The intel, it's pointing to the Thargoids or aliens.
Yep.
Oh,
damn
that
it.
was
It is.
so unpredictable. I didn't see that coming.
Really,
Sorry.
aliens in a space game.
Oh, this.
Don't spoil it too much.
Well,
They Thargoids.
Not a big
It-
spoiler, but
it
it's
seems
actually
more so,
Alright.
it seems it's more so trying to paint the picture that they should be taken as a credible, real
If
threat.
it's just a big, like, Hollywood-style alien invasion, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
It's just gonna be pirates with
Whoever's scanning that shit is now targeted by the Thargoids, right?
Has anyone been to Realte yet?
Where?
Not yet.
You know, this kind
The
of
place Drew
explains the
mentioned.
entire
3C,
point of the Pilots Federation, when you think about it. Federation that rewards members for getting skilled in combat doesn't ask any questions about how you got skilled. Why else would you want all these highly skilled commanders?
So you can
not
kill them and then
punish
raise them as your undead army. Or
I
is that
think
too,
so.
There you go. That's not
Other
like
than that.
another player
The
group.
Warhammer player has been spotted.
Well, sort of a
have
player
as your
group.
own army for something that maybe needs a really, really skilled, commander.
Praise the Lich King.
Apparently, a lot of people have been reporting that some people are turning on each other, and that's really unfortunate.
Define churning on each
Just
other
get
like
your scan and get out of there.
Alright, I guess I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I'm being scanned by the players.
Again, unconfirmed, but I'm about to
Unconfirmed.
go to the...
Are they eating each other's flesh?
They
Space
could
zombies
be.
confirmed?
Maybe. I'm gonna jump to the command center for a second just to try and get some answers.
Multi-crew doesn't get the scan.
I thought you
Wings don't either. Or
I can't see any listening posts in Rayout at all.
Get the nav beacon.
Check the we might need to land on some planets in Riart.
Well, he did say it was something there. He didn't say it was listening post per se.
He also said when asked about horizons that
Which system was that?
Listening post. Listening posts have been found in Riota system.
Which system
Can't
was
see
that
any.
again?
I posted a tweet. Wait a sec.
Well, thankfully I have my Corvette fully engineered, so I don't care what happens.
I've posted the tweet from Drew.
I have the awful suspicion that that won't help you at all.
Don't break my bubble.
Yeah, Drew has posted on Twitter. Listening posts have been found in Reort.
Alright.
Yeah, but I'm there and there aren't any. Only the ones in T-Org.
Or maybe he just messed up the system.
Possible. I'm just gonna drop. I'm just gonna
Is
drop
T-Org
in.
an acronym of Riart?
I'm just gonna drop in the nav beacon and check.
I still need to scan the ones in Tiok, so...
This needs to be a movie.
Yes, that will be quite funny.
oh, this is good news. I haven't lost any rep with my faction or empire.
That's good to know.
It's good.
I think enough people would start bitching that FD would roll.
How many of you are going to buy the book?
I feel like I have to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy the book.
Same.
Part of it.
Oh yeah.
Probably appropriate.
We're all kind of
I don't know if
It's
I
a
can
nefarious plan. Include all the players.
Yeah, it's the best sales pitch in the history of fucking book writing.
Right.
That's because Harry Potter. Dude.
I don't think anything's supposed to happen necessarily. Because before this started, one of my
Elite
guys
book is a new Harry
found
Potter book.
these beforehand.
Watch to name him Gandalf in the book.
Betray of Harry Potter.
I have information that Yuri survived.
That would be
Yuri's
so
alive?
cool if it's really.
Yuri is alive. Yuri made it to his destination according to Drew Waker's
I
Twitter.
would love it to read. And then comes Harry Potter.
Realistically, they're probably just going to call him Besieged because that
There
was his
are
stream
there
name
are no
before.
listening posts in Rayolt.
Alright, so what's there then?
Maybe he just really fucked up.
When you think about it, if you switch the R and T, it just spells. Well, now you're missing a G. So no, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's close enough, isn't it?
Okay, so I'd like to pose an idea
Almost an
here,
excellent.
guys. Okay, so we're told that having this information is dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so when the Thargoids have been hyperdicting us, they've been scanning us, but we couldn't figure out what they were scanning us
Oh
for.
shit! Yeah.
Everybody, I'm still doing it.
Shit.
I totally missed it.
Someone appoint this guy to cannon. He's the
Come at me, alien boys. I'm going for it.
That's fine. I
Go
actually
for it.
been
For
hyperdicted at all.
The thing is, I never got interdicted yet, so.
Yeah, I've been to Maya loads and not happened.
Yeah, I've been shipping an enormous amount to Maya for the CG, never got interdicted. Now I'm really keen to get hyperdicted.
You know,
Oh, wait, what?
And Merope.
I guess I'll have to pick up a UA and head over there.
No. At the community event, I got interdicted without having UA on board or something.
don't
Just
need a
leaving
UA,
Merope
yeah.
on the community goal and just get.
You do not need a UA to get high interdicted. I simply interacted with a UA and I at one point had 2 Fs and I still got high interdicted.
Yeah, I think you need to have some contact with it, but not directly with you.
I had one on board, but with the other ship, and 1 month ago, and when I jumped out from a rope last week. So I don't know if you need really the alien stuff.
I got hyperdicted with
No,
that.
on board you
Or
don't
it's a
need it.
checksum. I don't know. If you got a check mark, you have it on board, and so.
Does anyone I know that got hyperdicted had in some time in the past had a UA on board?
I had a UA on board. That's what I can say, but not at this time. It was months ago.
Right.
Those messages are written in English. How the fuck does that gonna matter to the fucking Thargoids? If it's anything, it's the secret services that are going to interdict you.
English, man. Duh. I mean, obviously the Thargoids know Morse code, so why wouldn't they know English as well?
It also says that the data is corrupted, which means there's something in there that shouldn't be.
Didn't the
Somebody just at Maya currently.
Didn't the Thargoids kidnapped humans in Elite 1 and 2?
I'm pretty sure the Thargoids can translate language. It's not that.
Another. Guys. What if Patreus is a Thargoid, right?
Dun dun.
What do you mean? What if Torval
Patreus
is a Thargoid?
Because
Yeah, what if
all
Harry
of the
Potter is an
leaders are
animal?
Rowan
Thargoids.
is Thargoid.
How do you think he had those?
What if Harry
advanced
Potter is a
plasmas?
Thargoid?
No, obviously the Alliance guys.
All of
are
SDC are Thargoids.
Harry Potter can't be a Thargoid. He's a wizard.
Oh, the station.
Maybe he's a Thargoid wizard.
You're a Thargoid.
Let's be honest.
He definitely zapped Salome. Sorry.
Like calling Harry Potter a Thargoid is like an insult to Thargoids. Let's be real.
I mean, you looked at his lasers. I mean, they were yellow or something, so they got to be Thargoid.
Hey guys, okay, so I'm back.
The
It's
solar rays or something?
confirmed currently that the operation is over. The listening posts have been posted. We're in Teorge listening to them. There's also one in another system that Drew just posted about, and that is the Riarte
system.
Yeah.
No, that is not correct. There is no listening post there.
Huh? Well, no, you got to scan the nav beacon so you can see.
I did that. There is no listening post there. There are lots of people in system complaining that there are no listening posts.
Maybe
Drew is saying right now it's in the TR system.
He
Maybe on a
did
planet?
correct himself
As of 52 seconds
Oh,
ago,
yeah, he has.
y'all were in the original system was correct.
Zentiark, Sue, Ron, and Yuri survived. Salome killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So what's going on with that other system?
There's no other system.
It's just Tiorg.
As I told you, you just messed up.
It's just
writing.
Tiorg.
Yeah, just Tiorg.
So when
Okay.
did they actually put in the listening?
Can you
post in
confirm
the game?
that the operation is over?
Yep, confirmed operation over.
So
Did you hear the latest theory?
No.
Yeah, you missed it.
What was that?
The latest theory is
fire,
okay. So
fire.
you know how we're getting hyperdicted, like we're getting pulled out of hyperspace by Thargoids, and they're scanning us, and we could never figure out what they were scanning us for.
Yeah.
This data is supposed to apparently get us killed.
Oh.
This
Sorry. Sorry
Mom,
about
get
that.
the camera.
That's fine.
I will get the camera.
There's only 7 in
Whoa, interdicted, what the fuck?
No.
Tiorg, right?
These
I
logs
guess
in the last 24
7 is
million.
correct.
It looks
I
Gotta
like
get
think
somebody
it's
on
24
that.
million.
And supposedly there's one that may be somewhere else, or there's something somewhere else.
it looks like these logs are also speaking to the purpose of the generation ships.
Yeah, they are. It's exactly as I thought it was.
Seems I'm
long
missing
range
one.
ones.
Forget to spy.
It seems that it's Rebecca
I
who's
will
writing it all.
signing off out of voice for now.
Oh.
That's fine. Thank you for joining.
Plus,
Yeah, thank
The
you
way that she
for the
refers to
great
Salome
event.
would
It
be-
was very
Lots of
funny.
fun.
No, we're gonna stay here anyway
GG,
because
everyone.
like we got to try out this science thing, like you know the how to make them get us cool.
I'm stuck in a fucking interdiction. Like, it's not
Is it-
leaving. What
So
the
what's
fuck?
that other system that you guys named, supposedly by Drew, or whatever?
There is no
There's
other
nothing there.
system.
No,
The
it's
other
no
system's
other
broken.
system.
He actually
So
did
this is it?
misspell it.
Drew has corrected his tweet.
Okay, I will
So
look
di-
at Drew.
disregard Rayorti.
It's asked me to translate it from Danish. I'm not sure if I should.
So I understand some of these listening posts are not listed.
So I have all 7 listening posts.
I'm coming out with the 6th one.
You scan the nav
Up
beacon and
until you
you'll
scan
get
the
them
nav
all.
beacon.
I scanned the nav beacon, but only 3 showed up on my nav.
They only show up if you're within 1,000 light seconds.
Yeah, POIs don't show up until you're within 1,000 light seconds.
They all show up if you scan the nav beacon, though.
No, they don't. I can confirm they don't. You have to get within 1,000 light seconds of
You
them.
have to be within 1,000 light seconds even if you scan the nav.
So there's nothing in that other system that was announced, or
No.
whatever?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm like dropping my jaw right now, looking at all the data and everything. Like,
It's pretty good, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Why was this not
It's been,
voice
yeah,
acted?
it's been kind of suspected for a while, I think, but this is actual confirmation.
It's
Gonna take some processing.
I
like
seriously think Petraeus is a Thargoid, though, because why else would they try to kill him?
no, like this intel. I think like we need to flee the bubble or something.
It's almost
I don't
like...
know.
Why?
they
You want to be
need
even
to-
more vulnerable?
I think we
That-
need to get away
That's not
from
what
the
they
galaxy.
Guys.
would ever do. Seriously, like they won't kill the whole bubble. Like everybody would lose their hardly grind ships. They won't do
Guys,
that.
a theory?
Yeah, so let's flee the bubble and head straight to Col 70 sector.
I know exactly what's
70?
gonna happen. It's just gonna have conflict zones with NPCs that are Targoids, and the pirates are going to be Targoids. You heard it here first.
Hashtag emergency gameplay.
Actually, I heard that on a Reddit post like 4 months ago.
New hypothesis. The Targoids have access to mind-controlling parasites, completely not ripped off from Starlancer and Freelancer. Totally not like the Nomads. No.
Wait, that's what happens in Freelancer? Shit. Way to spoil it for me, bro.
That game is fucking 15 years
Yes.
old. If you haven't
Spoiler
known
alert.
it yet.
So 7 listening posts, not more. Or
Yeah,
is it
7 is-
other
7
system?
is correct.
7, okay. Then I got everything. Just have to do the reading now.
How many people are getting married in this system? Fuck.
Everyone's really happy that Salome's dead, so there's like, well, time to get married.
Well, everyone's about to die, so might as well get fucking hitched while you can.
You got a point there.
Do the comments that
If you're dead, you don't have to pay alimony.
There you go.
Hey!
Oh my god.
I mean, this whole thing could have been over alimony. That's why Salome is dead now. Drew
I thought
Wagner
she
just
just
didn't
wanted
want to pay his
Salome.
child support.
Actually, I did offer her to eject into a escape pod so I can pick her up in the cargo.
Wait, is the current theory that Petraeus doesn't want to pay child support?
Why not?
Stay woke.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Maybe that's what the Targoids were scanning you for
is there anything
Petraeus'
else?
child.
So, anybody flying to Ragazza?
So are we certain that the information she had is out now? Or is this just...
This is all of it. This is her
out now.
information as well. It should be at least.
Yeah.
7 beacons.
All commanders carried the same informations. Not Star Trek, you don't need two robots to carry some informations. You can copy the informations in 3300.
Is this information from the VIPs? Is that what we're getting now with the listening post, or is that something separate now?
Yes.
I feel it.
Yeah, that's the information from the VIPs.
What if the intel that we got actually, like the Thargoids, when they actually kill us, might actually provide us with another intel thing of their crash ship or something? Maybe.
It's interesting that he would name a system when there's not.
You're right.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's a
I said.
mistype.
Oh yeah, no, that system is now going to be like, everyone's going to be looking at it. It's like, there's a secret thing in the universe. Check Riorta.
What was the other place with the other listening post?
It was a mistype.
It was a mistake.
Ah.
He's probably looking over there on the map and decided to type that back.
So I'm gonna ask this one more time. Those 7 listening posts. Is this everything?
Yes.
Listening post is everything.
All right, thank you.
And when you scan the listening post, you will go height read level from something.
Well, I'm back home.
Yeah, I
Nothing
read
bad
them
has
all.
happened to
It's
me yet,
nothing
so-
unusual. I knew all that stuff already. Cause come on, it was freaking predictable.
And if you had gone to the Formidine Rift ship, yeah, it's pretty close to that.
Well, I guess it's a way of them confirming what's going to happen. So instead of being speculations all about what's going to happen.
Now, when you say soon, do you mean in 10 years or?
Well, maybe in the next 2 months.
10-year plan, boyo.
Considering they haven't released their plans for either 2.4 or the next expansion. which is gonna be
I don't think they don't have any plans for the next expansion.
You think they've ever had a plan, guys? Come on.
Pretty sure their plans just exploded by Harry Potter.
There is a Thargoid or a flower ship destroyed corvette in Maya, though. As of today.
Can you harvest anything from it?
There's a black box you can pick, I think.
Riznak, is he in Lebanese Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Gotta read through all the logs.
I don't know if I can go through with the wedding. Yes, you can, man. Come on, I believe in you.
A lot of people don't know if they can go through the weddings. In this
Interdict it
system.
and kill it. Do it. Do it. Do
All these people are so unsure about their wedding.
And so many are in the top
They're so
1%.
unsure.
Because it's a
but,
last minute
like-
hitch before we all die. Like this. Come on, guys. We went over this.
I mean, but they like book their wedding in a beluga liner, some luxury cruiser. Like you're
Yeah, money
unsure,
doesn't
but you
matter
paid all that
anymore.
money.
Dude, beluga liners are like every 4 feet at stations, alright? It's not like they booked in advance.
You know, that is a good point. They're always everywhere. It's kind of weird.
Almost halfway through the wedding, they're gonna send a message.
Like everybody's in the top
Oh,
1% of
wow.
liners, right?
Yeah,
All the,
have you
the
seen how
fleets
much
that they
those
build,
fucking people pay?
the
I mean,
warships,
like,
the capital ships, it was all a
$9
diversion.
million just to go right outside the fucking station.
Do we know what's going on with the war in Morocco right now?
It's a diversion.
The always
It's a completely
ongoing.
different diversion.
Yeah,
all
as
the
confirmed by the
capital
laws.
ships that are there, it's a diversion. All of it.
Dynasty Fund, Exodus.
Are we free to talk about speculations for spoilers about what we just picked up in that data now?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Sure.
Yeah, this
So-
is like major spoilers.
Yeah, because then all the Fed and Empire ships going out there supposedly competing with each other, when really they're both working together. They're reinforcing the
Yeah.
area. That's why they don't. That's why there's no war. That's why all the buildup about war, the additional capital ships, they're not to fight
Cold
each other.
War.
Which begs the
Cold-
question: what the hell is in Col 70?
It's not even a Cold War. It's Cold War for the
Does-
sake of covering up buildup.
Does anyone know who Regassa is?
Yes.
Could be
so-
the name of her ship.
No, I do know the answer
Ah.
to this one. So Drew's previous books, which were effectively fan fiction for the Elite
Yeah.
spin-off, it's a description. It's a Thargoid description for Rebecca Weston, who is the person who these messages have come from.
Hmm.
Obviously, previously those stories haven't been canon to Elite Dangerous, but I guess part of them is now.
What was her last name?
Rebecca Weston
Okay.
or Rebecca Tiley, depending on which timeline you count. Have a read. Have a read of Drew's other books, the Elite series
Yeah.
ones. They're worth reading. They're pretty good anyway, but it'll put some of that in perspective.
This may be far-fetched, but could this also be loosely connected to Colonia, considering the entire effort to try and get away from the bubble?
Well, I think Colonia is so that FF
Pretty
has
weak
a place,
effort.
like a place that they can erase, just to give the Thargoids some threat without actually destroying the core.
So that's why there's an initiative to find Earth-like worlds.
Oh, NPC interdiction.
It was all an evacuation.
Yeah. But Colonia's in the wrong direction, so it might be that the bubble is genuinely under threat, and that's where we're all going.
So we are all
Ooh.
leaving the
It
bubble.
was funny how they mentioned plebs in the description.
I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great.
To answer the question about Colonia, from my guys in Canon, we have been talking the past couple days. There was a listening post. I'm sure some people saw it because it was posted on Reddit.
Yeah, the day
a while
before.
back that there was it was like a military op for working on. Well, Colonia wasn't made for that. It was an accident, but then people, whoever's behind whatever this is, took over to have it like a private military op for testing weapons and alien defenses and whatnot. There's 2 listening posts out in Colonia right now. I think it's in the same system Jacques is in.
That's a pretty seamless way of integrating it into the lore, if that's
Yeah, it was apparent. As far as the story in canon, we all talked about it. It was an accident initially where he was going, Jacques, and then they just kind of integrated it in there. Interestingly enough, which I don't know how many people noticed, before this whole Salome event started this morning, one of the canon team just so happened to be in the area and found all these listening posts. He scanned all these beforehand, before the thing started, and then he posted it onto Imgur, and Drew was like, yeah, no, this is definitely a big part of it. So if you couldn't talk about it too much, don't say anything. So all of us in canon are like, can't say anything. I don't know what's gonna happen. Can't talk. So he deleted the Emigre post afterwards, but I had on my radar the entire time to like come here. The whole time we were actually doing the op, I was like, I feel like I need to be in Tioger. I feel like I need to be over there. But I'm glad I stayed to do the defense stuff because that was fun. But this was found about 12:15. And Drew said that the guy that found it would get credit for it in some way, but I
Nice.
don't know if he would do it out of order. I don't know, but he did say that there'd be a mention of, I don't know, I'm not sure about Cannon, but there'd be a mention about him because he was just in a random place. And honestly, since the first listening post is 357 light seconds away, it's not too surprising that someone randomly popped in and found it this morning beforehand because it is right next to Lave.
Someone did post images of it on Reddit just as the operation was starting.
So that's all my information on it from Cannon because I've been with them for a while.
I think most importantly this evening was genuinely fun.
Yeah. I very
even
much
with
enjoyed
the
it.
salt, it was
Actually,
still a
today
blast.
this week actually was the most fun I've ever had in Elite Dangerous, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I missed
For
most
once,
of it
I am not
because-
falling asleep in a conflict zone shooting NPCs.
You're right there. You're right.
You got it right.
Nail on the head.
No,
I
it
missed
was
most of it because
really
I was
fun.
on Reddit and I saw mad people on Reddit about it. But after I jumped in here for the listening posts, you guys probably had.
Instinctively, I'm annoyed a bit at SDC, but that makes a great villain story for an end of a book. Honestly,
It does. It really
makes
does.
a wonderful story. I'm not. Honestly, I thought she was gone way back when she was in with the 13th Legion for like 15 minutes or so. There was one system she was just stuck at. I thought she was gone there. I was like, if anybody, I had the most hope for Yuri because I was like, it's Xbox. He's probably going to get through. People definitely play the Xbox one, but I
Yeah,
figured
the fact that she got away from 13th Legion because of SDC and everybody else, only to get killed by SDC later, that makes for a great drama.
Yeah,
that's a crazy story right there. That's gonna, yeah. I'm honestly like looking forward to reading the novel. Like I might just.
It's a good story.
Copy.
Especially now that her death is being overshadowed by this information.
Yeah.
Does anyone feel kind of weird flying in hyperspace now?
It'll be a really good plot twist. I agree with you.
Nope. Just made a bunch of jumps. I'm okay. Not a Thargoid yet.
One more.
Not yet.
Somebody should really test that Thargoid theory, though, the hyperdiction theory.
I'll definitely be.